Nice to meet you. Thank you for these minutes.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Well, thank you. There is a new and young actors. There are new and young actors that join in this movie. How can you tell me about this sequel in the Avatar universe?
Well, we brought in a group of young actors to play the Sully family, the kids of Jake and Neytiri. Because it was important for us that this movie not be told just from the perspective of the parents, but also from the perspective of teenagers. Teenagers who are struggling to find their own identity, to find their own role in life. That's what we think is relatable for a movie-going audience.
Yeah. What was the most challenging about the production process? And what about the sequels of this movie?
So I think what the most challenging aspect of this film was water. Was learning how to deal with water, was creating a system that would allow our cast to perform underwater, not just in swimming and not just in action scenes, but in dramatic scenes. We had to train them how to breath hold, so that we didn't want to simulate being underwater. We wanted them to really be underwater and to be expressed that way and to capture their performances. That was the most challenging part.
There are a lot of years from the first movie. What have you prepared in terms of cameras and new technology for these sequels?
You know, I think we look at every movie as an evolution. We want to take everything to the next level. So number one, it goes back to what I was saying about performances. We now, on this movie, instead of recording the faces with a single standard definition camera, we recorded them with two high definition cameras. So we're getting a much higher fidelity of performance. We're also able to shoot at a higher frame rate. We're able to present in high dynamic range. And Weta FX is able to take something that on the first movie I would tell people needed to be photographic and now make it photoreal. There are shots in this movie that take place on Pandora with characters that don't exist, that you just believe are real. And it's something that people must see on the big screen.
And the last one, there are a lot of talk about streaming and movie experience. Avatar is a movie experience. What can you tell me about that?
If there was any one movie that was ever made to be seen on the big screen, it's Avatar: The Way of Water. That's what Jim Cameron does. And while we are competing, in some ways with streaming and everything, the movie experience stands alone and unique. To relate it to music, people listen to music all the time in streaming, but nothing ever replaces the live concert. The movie, going to the movie, is the cinema experience of the live concert. People have to see it that way.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you for this minute.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you and congratulations.
Next time in Argentina.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, take care.